And here we've got a very interesting project. This is a 1974 Midway Pirate Gun, Twin Pirate Gun. It's one of the few two-player light gun games. It uses mirrored 3D backdrops with physical mechanical targets which pop up and move around for you to shoot at. It's a two-player game against the clock. Whoever scores the most wins. The machine's completely untested at the minute. Well, I suppose it won't work, so I'm just going through and doing a few basic checks and basic repairs to see if I can get it into any sort of working state to start off with. So I'm just going to go around the back of the machine and have a look. Right, this main program step wasn't advancing, so basically I've just adjusted this, retension springs. Now basically if you fire the solenoid, it's actually advancing pretty much perfectly now. The contacts need a good clean up and some repairs. Actually some like burn here, so I'm going to have to do that a bit later. Also I want to get some Teflon lube on there to protect them. These program jumpers are all white and corroded, so I'm going to have to sand those down, clean up these contacts with a mini file, do that. There's some dodgy fuses, I need to change all those fuses. Bit of bodgery on the wiring, I need to fix that. Yeah, I just need to go over all these switches, make sure they're all adjusted properly and clean. There's the solid state parts in here. I haven't tested any of this yet, so I'll have to see how it goes, see if any of the sounds are working, see if the motor speed controls are working. And the worst part of the Midway games are these horrible scoreboards. These are usually quite a nightmare to work on, but let's hope they work. And here's inside the lower door. Some nasty bodgery has happened over here. For some reason this connector's been cut out and some wires have been bodged up. I can't stand arcade operators that feel they need to bodge everything. You can see the main boat motor in there. There's like a sliding mechanism here. That seems a bit stiff actually. I don't know if that's going to work. Pop-up targets. A couple of them here. Again, they're quite stiff. They're all going to need cleaning up the mechanisms. I'm going to probably take this whole unit off as well and clean the actual all the background scenery and the boat and everything. It's going to take quite a bit of effort this. Not sure, I need to work out, probably need to get a search manual to work out how all these mechanisms come out of the cab. Right, I was going to check everything for short circuits and then power it up maybe and see what it does. One really annoying thing about these old cabs is that the sides and the cabs themselves are normally made out of some nice solid plywood, but the doors made out of crappy chipboard. As you can see, this one's got a bit of damage. Well, both doors are quite poor. They're always like this on these EM games. I've got my Wild Kingdom over there has got the same problem, so I think probably the best solution really for long term is to make some plywood doors up. You know, you can't make this crappy chipboard stuff last forever. It's just going to fall apart eventually, and it is starting to on both of these games. So yeah, another job to do. I've just got the coin door open, and some good news is that the original tape, the 8-track tape player is present, as is the 8-track cartridge. The tape's probably going to be knackered now, it'll be worn out and stretched, but you can actually get reproductions of these, which is good. But it's good that the actual original player's in there, so usually you can service those up, all the bearings, put new belts on, and they should work. So I've checked the fuses out, and 4 of them I've removed because of the wrong value, so I need to go and find the right ones for those. And I've also noticed that some of these fuse holders are a bit iffy. Now this one here, let's see that, doesn't make a good contact. Where's the other one? It's this one, yeah. So I have to replace these before I've got any chance of getting the game working. I'm also thinking a new mains lead might be a very good immediate investment, so I'll have to cut a new lead up and put a plug on. As I've not actually got the game powered up yet, I'm just trying to show you what the inner playfield looks like with using a torch. It's not really easy to see. See the big boat at the back that moves. You can see where some of the pop-up targets would come from. These games generally look amazing when they're powered up because they have like a UV light in them, which makes all this UV reactive paint glow. So they look pretty impressive. Okay, I've threaded the new heavy duty mains lead through, and I've got rid of the old horrible twisted together connections, and I'm soldering them together, and then I'm going to put some heat shrink over them to make them a bit safer than they were previously. I fit all the correct value fuses now. There are a couple of these holders, as I said before, that are dodgy, and I don't have that type of holder in stock. I'm just waiting for some to arrive. So what I'm going to do is, I've got these inline fuse holders, which I'm going to use temporarily. I'm just going to solder those basically across the dodgy fuse holders like that, just so I can get the game powered up. And then when the proper ones arrive, I can just take these off and put, you know, the original type back on again. And there's one of the broken fuse holders bypassed, and there's the other. Okay, I've completed the basic safety checks and mains, you know, new mains lead, made sure the earth is good, changed the fuses, put new fuse holders on where required, and fix anything that's obviously broken or any bad solder joints. So, you know, I should do something when I power up. So we're about to do the first power up now. Okay, I just hope it doesn't blow up. Ew, sounds like the score motor is struggling to reset the game. Let's try it again. Don't want to leave it like that for a long period of time. I'd like to clean and lube the score assembly before going any further with this. Just try hitting the coin switch, see if that'll put it up at all. No. Yeah, the score system's kind of working. It's yeah, it's letting me credit the game. What about the start one? It started. The timer's kind of working a little bit. Not much. Yeah, there's some target activity. It's changing program okay. Let's just see if the guns fire. No. No gun fire. No, I don't think the game's reset properly. Just try it again. It's zero. There you go. Yeah, there's some activity in the guns. I can see the light flash. Start again. I'll 2-play again. There we go. Alright, 2-play again. Oh, that one's got recoil. Both guns are working. There's various targets moving around, the boat's moving, but it does sound like it's struggling. Score reels is clearly struggling as well. And the recoil's not working on player one. It's pretty good actually, you know, it's quite a few things that are working, so it's a good start. Let's just turn it off before I burn any motors out. And here's the mechanisms in the rear. There's a large boat that moves backwards and forwards. There's waves that also move backwards and forwards. There's 2 pirates there that slide up and down the sails. There's a pop-up target there. There's a pop-up target there. There's a couple more pop-up targets on the back door as well. Yeah, so I need to basically have a look at this mechanism here. It's obviously not sliding very well. Yeah, some idiots cut this plug off here and directly joined all the wires, so I can't remove this mechanism from the cab easily. I'm going to have to cut those off and put some new plugs on.